Welcome to WENT. I am the CEO, Nino. And today I want to speak on police brutality and how it's becoming an epidemic. And I know with all the uproar going on about what just happened, uh, it's been a lot of discussion about this and that and this and that. But I'm going to tell you something. Anytime a police react in an unstable way, it's not being a police. So I want to get to the point about, first of all, what's an idea of what we think a police should be like when you think of the word police? First of all, they're supposed to be here to protect and serve. For your safety, the taxpayer's safety. So if they're not in the frame of mind of that, and they acting in an unstable way, now their action becomes criminal. Even if it ain't to the point of murder. They being just as criminal as the person that they apprehended. So when you think of the idea of what a police is supposed to be like, and now I'm going to speak on what just really made a big impact on acknowledging how negligent the police are acting, and law enforcement are letting them get away with, those who are in charge of hiring the police, those who are in charge of protocol that the police might go on. Basically the ones that cover up situations, make things disappear, that police be involved in when they being negligent. See, first of all, on this Floyd thing, I think that every police that was within 10 feet of that situation should be prosecuted. Say it again. I think every police that was within 10 feet of that situation should be prosecuted in some kind of way. And nor the man that they got to take one for the team, so to speak, because he was the one actually with his knee on the neck. I don't think he's getting enough time offered for that situation. For example, a person go commit murder. They're not being offered 12 years off the muscle. No, sir. They have to fight for that 12. That will be a fight for that 12. You know how many people who then committed murder could actually say, okay, 12 years? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of years, but at the same time, for murder, not much talking about it. And not only that, you will have to question that they tried to do that. Because 9 times out of 10, when somebody commit murder, the police wasn't there, there wasn't no witnesses, you know what I'm saying, none of that, so they have to go through a whole investigation to find out that person do it. This shit is caught on camera. What he did was on camera. What he did had witnesses all around, the whole police department that came to that scenery. And those who watched within 10 feet of that surroundings and didn't say nothing to stop him. And the reason why I say within 10 feet, because I really feel like the whole squad that came to that scenery should be prosecuted. Because so it won't be no loopholes on who could be charged. Because some can say, oh, I didn't see that, this and that, I wasn't around. Y'all knew what was going on. Y'all let it happen. Y'all might even encourage it. Some of y'all was helping apprehend the suspect while he's murdering him. So that's like somebody holding a victim while I stab them. They're accessory. You are accessory to murder. You are accessory to murder if you're just hanging with a person who's doing the actual killing. So why not the police within 10 feet of their surroundings shouldn't be charged too? You tell me. I think every police that was in 10 feet of that situation should be charged. Charged with accessory, charged with some kind of form of charge that got something to do with it, and fired off the police force. See, but you know why that ain't gonna happen? Because we got black police officers that's being quiet about the situation. See, we got black police, again, that's being quiet about the situation. If I was a police officer, and I was black, inside of a police department, man, I probably got fired already because of the situation would be so much firing me because you can actually see who's all right with it. You can actually hear things that we the people don't hear. Not only that, I'll probably make some kind of justice that's gonna make it come out because I'll start speaking my mind within my job area or surroundings of people. All this going on, you gotta wonder. You got area nations and Klansmen, skinheads within that police department. I don't know it for a fact, but I really think so. Because anytime this situation is going on targeting black people, you don't see no, man, white people go shoot up a whole school, go shoot up a whole Walmart, and can walk out of there alive. This man didn't do nothing. What's up? What did he do to deserve that? Nothing. And then, oh, they want to get all disturbed because black people are marching on this. And then you got us on TV. When I say us, I mean black people. I seen black officers speaking up. Oh, well, if you want to get all up around about that, why don't you get excited about black on black crime? Not the same situation. It's not the same situation. And why would you bring that up at a time like this? It's not the same situation. You have white cops that have killed innocent citizens or target innocent citizens in police brutality. Why would you bring that up? Then you got black activists that's supposed to be black activists that's speaking on this at a time like this, saying black on black crime. Man, you should have been doing that before this time. Not bringing up this shit right now. This is not a time to bring up this. Way out of order. Way out of order. What you should be doing is standing with the brothers that's protesting and marching and saying that's wrong. I have no respect for that. I don't believe you real about what you're talking about. Don't come to me talking about none of that. If you ain't gonna march and stand with your brothers and sisters, you got, and shouts out to the Caucasians and whites that are standing with us on this type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I see it's some whites that's protesting too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I see that. I see that. So I'm not racist. You know what I'm saying? I do see that. I do acknowledge that. But this is a race situation. And it needs to be handled. And that's why I said that it needs to be a psychological evaluation going on. They need to break up their core. They need to break up their Aryan Nation. They need to break up their Klansmen. They need to find out what they're dealing with. The people who govern law enforcement don't know who they're dealing with. Or maybe they do. Maybe they do and they let it go on. First of all, they say, okay, Klansmen, you know, they got the right of freedom of speech. Shit. I think that should go with a stipulation. Klansmen are considered terrorists, if you ask me. Aryan Nation are considered terrorists, if you ask me. Skinheads are considered terrorists, if you ask me. You know why? Because of their ideas and thoughts about what they're talking about or what they're standing up for. They are terrorists. And I think we got terrorists inside our police department. And they wonder why we get infiltrated with other terrorists that we look at as terrorists coming from other countries. They see the stupidity here. They see the open doors that they allow to happen. And like I said, these polices that was in 10 feet of that surrounding should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. They need to set an example. They need to go through the motherfucking law enforcement and start picking them off and eliminating the poison that's within inside our system. Until they do that, we're gonna constantly have this. And now we don't need to sit down. Now it need to be we don't need to stop protesting. Now my people ain't wrong. They are right at what they doing. If we can't get your attention by talking, you got mothers crying on TV. You got people and family members who are cried out to you. Fuck crying out to you. Get your motherfucking attention. And that's what they doing. They gonna get your motherfucking attention one way or another until this shit stop. Thank you for listening to and watching Double Dog ENT. It seems like the situation is starting to be so much of a twist. Now we even got to question the police. We even got to question the laws that give police the authority for certain things they do. You know? And I really think that police should have a thorough training that they're not getting, because they're dealing with other minds and they're dealing with other situations that may not be accustomed to, or might not been around with their upbringing because of how they was raised. Meaning that if you have a Caucasian police officer, he might not have been raised around too many of us blacks, which could make him skeptical of certain things and have the wrong idea and pictures of justice and words and actions that we might speak or portray, which could give him a benefit of the doubt on how he reacts to the situation. That's not an excuse. I think they should have a thorough evaluation on psychology